Sir Shinji, thank you for joining our show. How do you see Indonesia as investment destination compared to other countries in Southeast Asia?
With a large 280 million population, Indonesia's consumer market offers significant growth potential for various industries. An abundance of natural resources, including mineral, coal, and natural gas offers investors a stable supply chain. Indonesia's geographically strategic location and the relative proximity to Japan also make it ideal for Japanese investors.
What sectors that you think will be the most attractive for Japanese investors?
The manufacturing sector remains popular among Japanese investors, but the current investment policies are largely aimed at strengthening the development of an innovative and technology-based economy, in particular, a sustainable green and blue economy. Potential investment sectors to promote the green economy, including infrastructure, the electronic-based automotive industry, and the new and renewable energy sectors. The blue economy is promoted through potential investment in fisheries, marine, and coastal resources, including a contribution in coral reef conservation project.
We know the fact that yen is weakening against global currencies, including rupiah. Do you see this have a big impact to Japanese investors to Indonesia?
Thanks for the question. Japanese weakened yen may mean Japan can no longer finance large investment in portfolio, development assistance, and foreign direct investment in other countries, including Indonesia. For Japanese companies, the yen continues, depreciate, might be reluctant to do the investment. However, on the other hand, due to the higher value of foreign currency, Japanese investors might see a bigger return on their accounting in Japan. That's also not so bad for Japanese companies.
What are the strategies for Japanese companies to anticipate or mitigate the negative impact of this exchange rate?
Yes, preparing the fluctuation by adjusting the ratio of risk hedge while we monitor market prices. The Indonesian government should also take part in mitigating this by paying close attention to the situation and make precautionary policies on standby, such as diversify debt insurance to other currencies, deepening the local financial market, and hedge loans in foreign currencies, such as Japanese yen.
And how does JJC, or Jakarta Japan Club, take role to increase the investors to enter Indonesian market?
Yeah. Well, Jakarta Japan Club is the biggest Japanese community in Indonesia, and for many years have been involved in various efforts and initiatives to support the improvement of the business environment in Indonesia. We are also actively in touch with various government ministries and departments in order to strengthen mutual trust with the Indonesian government in all sectors, and to comprehensively understand the current business climate and its direction, and to share it with each stakeholder in a timely and accurate manner. This stable and productive relationship with the government is one of the, key for Indonesian government to create better investment and business-related regulations, which will attract and encourage the new Japanese investors to invest in Indonesia.
Are there any special incentives or policies from Indonesia government that you find will be the sweetener or attractive to Japanese investor to enter Indonesian market?
Right. Japanese companies appreciate government effort to enhance the ease of foreign investment with the provision of various incentives, which include tax holidays and allowance, as well as import duty exemption facilities for certain sectors. But there are still uncertainties. For example, regulation, labor, taxation, and customs. Many Japanese companies sometimes hesitate to expand their business in Indonesia because of this. For instance, in taxation, there are issues in terms of tax officials, handling of tax refunds. In customs, there's still an issue where the government implement import restriction in consumer goods, which limit the productivity of Japanese companies in manufacturing sector. We understand the Indonesian government is focusing on human resource development, especially on improving job opportunities and skills for younger workers. We expect some incentives for the companies that contribute to such human resource development.
What is your expectation for the policies from the next government, especially in human development that you said before?
Well, as I said, we expect the government will support specifically in this human resource development, because as a Japanese corporation, we'd like to be on longer term capital. We make an investment. That's why the human resource development, we need some incentives for this.
What kind of incentive that you expect?
Well, of course, financial incentive is the most important part of this incentive, or taxation as well. Of course, we hired some Indonesian younger people. We need to train. We need to do our investment that should be covered somehow by Indonesian government.